Good morning. This is the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. My name is Dave Burney.
I'm Brent Apperson. Good morning.
And on the line, let me say like Mr. Ed. Oh, on the line, it's Drew.
Morning, gentlemen.
You know, even as goofy as we get, you still call us gentlemen, and we appreciate that.
Yeah, thank you, Drew.
Well, you know, you got to call it what it is.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
Well, thanks. Yeah.
Hey, Drew, we got a little situation here in the studio. There was two Vitalix animals brought in by Mike Evans.
Yeah, toy cattle.
Yeah, toy cattle. And then we one day arrived, and there was a baby calf here. And we assumed one of these two Vitalix animals were the dad of that calf. But this morning we have a note here that was dropped by sometime over the evening hours when no one was here. And what does that note say, Brent?
Well, it says, this week on Jerry Springer, I am not the father. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on with our little toy cattle herd here, but apparently there might be some controversy.
What do you think, Drew?
Well, it could be. I mean, I have some pastures next to Rifle Creek Cattle Company. You know, the Seta family got great Charlotte bulls. And,
Yeah.
Every year I'll have a heifer who has a Charlotte calf, but I never have seen those bulls in there. But
It could happen.
So, yeah, it could happen.
We'll look into it further. Thanks, Drew. You crack me up. Okay, let's talk about, or would you talk about, what's going on at the Burwell Livestock and Broken Bow Livestock barns?
Yeah, this week in Broken Bow and Burwell, last week we had 2 big days. Had pair and feeder sales in both barns, and sold a lot of way-up cows. And I call that way-up market fully steady. On the good cows, we were 67 to 71. On those medium-type cows, we were 63 to 65 cents. Poorer cows were 54 to 61. And in the bull market, that bull market's still pretty dang strong. We were at $1 to $1.10 on those bulls. Then we got in the pair division. We had some first calf heifer pairs, black white face pairs, bring $22.50. And then we got in the cow-calf broken mouth pair division. We had some Hereford pairs that weighed 13.16, bring $11.75. We got in the running age pair division. We had some black pairs weighed 14.36, bring $14.75. And then we had some black pairs weighed 12.99, bring $14.35. Then we got in the calf division. In the heifer calf division, we had some black heifers that weighed 5.82 at $1.42, and we had some 445s that brought $1.61, and we had some 748s bring $1.38. Had some 709s bring $1.34. In the steer division, we had some black white face steers. Weighed 533, bring $1.77. We had some 449-pound steers, good steers there, bring $1.89.50. And then we had some red steers that weighed 586, bring $1.79. Awful good cattle there. And we had some 720-pound steers, bring $1.58. And that's kind of how we got along there in Broken Bow this last week. This week, we're going to have a way-up sale. It's going to be 9 a.m. Thursday. We'll have people around the barn all day Wednesday if you want to drop those cattle off on Wednesday. And then looking down the road, we're going to have a nice pair sale and fall cow, bred fall cow sale coming up on the week of the 20th. If you got any questions, give me a call, 308-872-1105.
7:35 is your time, Drew. We were talking about the calving situation here. Sorry, did you want to quit now?
Well, I guess.
Did you have more you wanted to offer?
Ask away.
You caught us visiting about our. We was just wondering who the neighbor was that got in, let their bull into our studio.
Whose other toy cow came in and messed up our herd?
I'd say that'd be probably Don Kane from right down the road, maybe.
Oh, Drew, is there anything else you wanted to add today?
I just want to wish all the track athletes the best of luck, and we've got a few golfers out there too that are doing real well. And I know we got districts and state coming up, and boy, a year ago we sure weren't able to enjoy that, and it's sure great that we're able to enjoy that this year and see those athletes really performing and stuff. So that's great, and we're proud to be sponsors of those events and making sure those wish those kids the best of luck and hope they make it a state.
All right, Drew. Thanks a lot. Sometimes drop by and take a look. I know you know more about cattle than we do, but maybe you could trace down. Maybe that is Kane's bull.
It could be that. But I don't know. You know, do you think it had to have been Cavanese?
Well, yeah. Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Well, we need your expertise. Drop by and take a look sometime.
Will do, gentlemen.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks, Drew.
Thank you.
7:37 is our time.
Yes. May I just say, you just look great today.
I do?
You just look great. Your shirt is just like fits you so perfect. You've got like the pearl snaps today. And your hair, Dave, I don't know, it just has a rich look about it today. You just look so sharp.
You know, I was going to say the same thing about you. Your hair looks especially nice, and you've got your Levi's on and your shirt on, the former employer there with the logo on. It looks really sharp.
Thanks.
And then your gray shirt matches your coat. Yeah, you're looking spiffy as well. Thanks for the compliment. I appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Want to do the school lunch menus?
Sure. Let's start in Thetford today. What is today, by the way? 27th?
Yes.
All right, thank you.
Yes.
Roast beef, mashed potatoes, and gravy, carrots, and dinner roll at Thetford today.
At Arnold Tacos.
Callaway today, pizza on the lunch menu.
Ansley, they're having loaded nachos today.
SEM, chicken, bacon, ranch pasta, corn, carrots, and roll on the lunch menu today.
And Selma Myrna, it's fresh baked combo subs, chicken ranch pasta with dinner roll, cheeseburgers, fresh broccoli florets, fruit, and milk.
Cozad today, some of their choices, chicken nachos with white queso, popcorn chicken wrap, and Cobb salad with fruit muffins, some of the choices at Cozad.
At Litchfield today, they're enjoying chicken sandwiches, fries, baked beans, kiwi, and milk.
Broken Bow today, fresh baked combo sub, chicken ranch pasta with dinner roll, and cheeseburger on the menu today at Broken Bow.
Sandhills Dunning, it's goulash, breadsticks, and corn.
All right. And at Loop City today, it looks like chicken legs or breaded beef patty with mashed potatoes, corn, and tea roll at Loop City today.
All right. So we're going to play the game. It's Tumbleweed Day today.
Mm-hmm.
A little later on, we have some birthdays to celebrate, and we believe that Deb is coming in on behalf of Arrow Seed this morning, so she'll be in a little bit here. That usually means this time of year that Deb is gearing up for planting gardens and beautiful plants and all of the things she loves to get into her greenhouse and into the shop. So we'll find out more about that in just a little bit. And again, thank you, Drew, for Burwell and Broken Bow Livestock. Trying to help us with our neighbor problem here.
Yeah.
Bull must be getting in across the fence. So we'll find out more about that as this saga unfolds.
All right.
Also today, Team Physical Therapy. And Tim, our new, I don't know how new, but Tim, our weed superintendent for Custer County, will be in to talk to us today. We're going to learn about what's going on in the world of weeds.
All right. Sounds good.
Yeah.
Here is today's game as we move into it. New batch of questions for you. Edgar Allan Poe's story, Murder in the Rue Morgue, was published in a magazine on April 20th, 1841.
Wow.
It is considered the first detective story. I didn't know that. With that in mind, we're going to see how well you know some famous fictional detectives. So we're going to give you the detective's name, and then you provide the name of the author who created the character. Make sense?
Yep.
All right. So today's fictional character is Sam Spade. The detective Sam Spade. Who's the author? Who created Sam Spade? Your choices are John Grisham, John Sanford, Dean Koontz, or Dashiell, I hope I say that right, Dashiell Hammett. Those are your choices. Which of those authors created the character Sam Spade?
Call us at 872-2801.
7 days a week, when you're looking for a home-cooked meal, look no further than the Tumbleweed Cafe on East Highway 2. They feature daily lunch specials that are a great pick-me-up in the middle of your day. Don't forget, you can order online and pick up too, or make use of their handy drive-thru for extra fast, home-style food. They love serving Central Nebraska with the classics, from burgers and fries to chicken fried steak and pies, at the Tumbleweed Cafe, East Highway 2, Broken Bow.
All right, we didn't get a call. We'll save that one for tomorrow and see if we can get a little research between now and then. I bet we can. And we want to thank Tumbleweed for making the prize available, and thank Tumbleweed for being open 7 days a week. And we can go in and have breakfast anytime, 7 days a week. We can go in and enjoy their lunch specials, their dinner specials, their buffet on Sundays, their party room. You can order ahead by using your telephone. They have a digital card you can use. They have the drive-through, or you can walk in and sit down and be served, as so many people love to do at the Tumbleweed. It's always amazing to drive by and see how many people are in the parking lot enjoying the food at the Tumbleweed. That's probably the best indicator you could have at a restaurant, is when the parking lot is full a lot of the time. They just are busy there because people like the good old-fashioned Tumbleweed Cafe's service, and pour you a cup of coffee, bring you some water, bring you a pop, iced tea, along with those wonderful meals that they serve, which are home-style cooked meals at the Tumbleweed Cafe. And again, they are open for you 7 days a week. They open up early in the morning, and some folks go out there and just have a cup of coffee in the morning or have their breakfast. And then a lot of crews come in over the lunch hour because it's affordable and good, sticks to your tummy, sticks to your ribs, and you can go finish the rest of your day after a big old lunch at the Tumbleweed Cafe in Broken Bow, Nebraska.
Just can't get over how good you look today. Just your shirt, you got your black jeans on, black socks that match the jeans with your black shoes. Man, just you just look sharp, man. Just got to say that today.
Well, thanks, Brent.
You bet, Dave.
It's nice of you to say that again.
Well, absolutely. And hey, when have I ever picked on you or done it? I mean, it's always complimentary.
Well,
when I speak of you.
Yeah, I would agree with that. For the most part, you're usually complimentary, and I try to do the same to you, Brent. I would never try to pick on you at any time here on the show, and try to embarrass you or anything.
Yeah,
that would be rude.
I just seriously, you just look so sharp. Love your shirt today. The pearl snaps, love those. Looks great.
Thanks.
You bet.
I love them because when you get ready to go to bed, you just
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
You
Right.
don't have to unbutton them. You just,
Yeah. Yep.
no. Those cowboys know what they're doing.
You better believe it.
It's National Babe Ruth Day today.
Saluting the ball player or the candy bar?
The ball player.
The ball player.
Yep.
Okay.
One of the most prolific hitters in baseball history. The Bambino retired in 1935, but still holds several records and remains second in all-time runs batted in, second only to Hank Aaron. And there's a lot of folklore about the Bambino, no doubt about that.
Now, Babe pitched.
He
too,
did early
right?
on, yes.
Yeah.
He was a pitcher.
Have you been following what's going on with this player for the Angels? I think a Japanese player.
No, I haven't.
He pitched. He's like a two-way player, but he pitched last night, and he was like the first person in something like 100 years that took the mound, pitched while he was also leading. I think it's the major leagues, at least the American League, in home runs.
Wow.
That's something.
That's an all-around player. You
Yeah.
don't find that very often anymore. Speaking of all-around players, Deb is here, and she is here from Arrow Seed to tell you about all the things that she has planned for you for this spring, right, Deb?
Yes, that is exactly correct.
Hi, Deb. It's good to see you.
Hi, good to see you. You guys are looking great today.
Well, thank you. We try.
Well, some people don't even have to try. I'm guessing you don't really
Well,
have to put
that's-
forth a lot of effort, do you?
Well, you know, I mean, it's hard to, get any better than perfection.
I was going to say, it's
Deb.
hard to wake
So,
up looking like this, but it happens, right?
You got it.
Oh, it happens all right. Exciting times. Spring has sprung, and we had an 84-degree day yesterday, and those will start becoming more common than rare. And we're starting to dig around and scratch around in the yards a little bit. And I know this time of year you always get all jacked up about bringing
yeah.
in things to the store.
Yeah. Oh, my gosh. If you've driven by Arrow Seed lately, it's a hopping place, let me tell you. We have been busy, and we love it. We like to see all our customers that we haven't seen for maybe a few months, and we're really enjoying it. I have a few ag-related things that I'm
Okay.
going to start off with. I talked to my husband and said, okay, what do I need to talk about on that side of things? Well, alfalfa planting time is now. It's a really great time to get your alfalfa going. We have a very good supply, and we have a lot of varieties to choose from. We're not a one-size-fits-all type thing. So you come in and tell us what your end use is going to be for that alfalfa, and we can help you narrow down which varieties are going to be most successful for you. We also have a good supply of oats, and we have a good supply of spring triticale. So come in and talk to Jim and Logan and Rich about those. And if you need an oat pea mix, we have good supply, but those are mixed as ordered. Those aren't just sitting in bags ready to go because they take up a lot of space. And so if you need some oat pea mix, please give us a day advance notice. We can certainly get it for you, but you can't come in and just say, I need 10 bags right now, because we won't have it ready. So we'd appreciate a little advance warning on that. And then summer annual forages. It's like you said, the weather's getting warmer, and we'll blink and it'll be time to be putting in summer annual forages. There again, come in and order, because we probably can't get more later on. I mean, we always put in a good supply. We like to try to anticipate our customers' needs and stuff. But our suppliers are about out. I mean, Jim told me, he goes, I don't know that we will be able to get more than what we have ordered right now. So if you know that you're going to need some summer annual forages, it's best to get your name on some now. That doesn't mean that you have to take it. You're not signing your life away that you want 40 bags of this and then something happens and you aren't going to need it. That's fine, but you at least have your name on them. So it would be helpful to both of us if you call and book your summer annual forages now. And then one last thing, soil temperatures are, important when you're planting, and you can check soil temperatures at arrowseed.com. We have a link on there to the UNL Crop Watch, and so if you just go to arrowseed.com, you can click on that little link and you can find out the current soil temperatures in different places. And also arrowseed.com is a great resource for information. We have a lot of information on all of our products. So you just click on a product and it'll take you there and it'll tell you a lot of things that you need to know. And if you still have questions, come in or call us.
Okay, and that's mostly on the ag side?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Right.
I don't really put any because that's more national.
Right.
You know.
Right.
So in that respect, I put more of our lawn and garden type stuff on our Facebook page, which is Arrow Seed Retail.
Okay.
So we have an Arrow Seed Facebook page, which is more geared toward the food plots and the hunting side, but our retail lawn and garden type stuff is Arrow Seed Retail on Facebook. So yes, like us, and that will be a good way for you to find out when my greenhouse opens.
Stay in touch, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. So yes, I don't know when I'm getting my plants. My supplier told me last week, yep, you'll be getting them next week. Well, that could have been yesterday. It could be Friday afternoon at 5 o'clock. I don't even know yet. So as soon as I know, I will get that information out there because we've had people, especially yesterday, so nice.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
it's maybe still a little early to put out tomatoes and some things like that, but we will be getting a good supply of things in.
Okay.
And right now, before it's time to get those things planted, is a great time to get everything ready. So till up your garden. We do have a tiller for rent. It's a great time to till in a 12-12-12 all-purpose fertilizer. You can just till that in your whole garden, flower bed, whatever, and then you have some nice fertilizer there. Arrow Seed also has peat moss if you need to lighten up your soil a little bit, and that helps hold moisture and nutrients. And I heard that there might be a little shortage of peat moss because that comes from Canada, and right now they're not happy with some things, and so it's hard to get peat moss. It's just crazy.
It is
some
crazy.
of the things
Some
that
of the
happen. Yeah.
People are having trouble getting. It's nuts. Yeah.
Yes. We do have a good supply of potting soil, which that was a hard thing to come by last year. We went through more potting soil last year than we've gone through in years, and we do have a good supply. We have potting soil with like the Miracle Grow that has the fertilizer in it, and then we also have just plain old potting soil, and you can mix your own. This week is a great time to get on your crabgrass preventer. We talked about soil temperatures. As the soil temperatures get higher, those little crabgrass seeds that are in your lawn want to germinate and come up. Well, if you get your crabgrass preventer on now, it prevents crabgrass from germinating. So you want to get that on by about May 1st would be good, which is what,
Coming
Friday,
up quick.
Saturday?
Yeah. This weekend.
Yeah, so at Arrow Seed, we have fertilizer with crabgrass preventer in it. We've got bags that do 11,000 square feet. We have bags that do 5,000 square feet. And then we also have our 5-step lawn care program, which is the do-it-yourself. You get just the amount of fertilizer you need for your yard. So that's a pretty good. It's a lot of times people say it's lawn care for dummies because we send you a card, say come and get it. We have it measured out. We give you a spreader. You go put it on, bring the spreader back, and you don't have to think about it till it's time to put the next application on. Also talking about fertilizer, a lot of people have planted some new grass or are thinking about it. There again, now if you're going to do it, it's a great time to get that on now. We have starter fertilizer for new grass, and then we also have the bulk grass seed. So if you are just filling in a couple areas, need a couple pounds, no problem. If you need 50 or 500 pounds, no problem. We can take care of you. And our grass seed, if you read the tag, is weed-free, and that's a very important thing. Whenever you're buying seed of any kind, there should be a tag on the back, an analysis tag, and it will tell you the amount of, the purity and the germination and all that. And then it also says weed seed. Well, sometimes, some of the big box stores, you grab a bag of seed off the shelf and you look and it has 3% weed seed or point, oh, whatever. Well, you probably didn't want to plant weed seed.
Makes it hard. It's hard enough to get grass to go, let alone planting weeds with it, right?
Right, right. So that's always make sure you know what you're planting. And if you have dandelions in your yard right now, which you look around, there's quite a few of those little yellow flowers popping up. Arrowseed has some different options to take care of those. We've got like a weed and feed if you want to fertilize and get rid of the dandelions. We've got some spray. We've got some granular products that just take care of that without the fertilizer. So we've got options for you.
All right.
On the lawn care. Now we're going to move into our garden stuff.
Oh, good.
We have potatoes and onions. We have 5 varieties of seed potatoes. Those are certified seed potatoes. We have Lesota and Pontiac for our reds. We have Yukon Golds, and then in the whites we have Russet and Kennebecks. In our onions, we have the little bulbs or sets, red, white, and yellow. And those are like what you buy at the grocery store that just say red, white, and yellow. And then if you like the sweet onions, those are in plants. And they look like little tiny green onions if you've never planted onion plants before. And we have Walla Wallas, Vidalias, Red Candy Apple, Texas Super Sweets, and Patterson, which is a storing onion. Now, usually the sweeter the onion, the less time they store. So like your Vidalias and stuff aren't a great storing onion. That's one that you're going to harvest and want to eat within a month.
Okay.
But this Patterson, if you want to store some mild onions, and they usually get milder the longer you store them.
Really?
So, yeah. So you learned something today.
We did. Yeah. We're smarter now.
Yeah. Then also we have our economical bulk garden seed. Arrowseed has had, I think the bins that we have our garden seed in are, I don't know,
they've been
50,
around.
60, 70 years old, but it's kind of cool.
It's very cool.
Yeah.
It's very cool.
So, and we have a lot of that is $1 a scoop. Much more economical than the prepackaged. We've a lot of times said you get twice as much seed for half the cost of the prepackaged. You know, the pretty package that has the beautiful color picture of the cucumber. Well, you're not going to get that at Arrowseed, but you're going to get a lot of good seeds inside.
Yeah, quality seed, that's what you're after.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, and like I mentioned before, our greenhouse will be open sometime this week. I'm not exactly sure which day, but I will definitely get that information out. And then also a note, the PTA flowers that the kids went around and sold, those will be available for pickup on Thursday and Friday, May 6th and 7th. So not this week, but next week at Arrowseed. And of course, we have loved having Becky Holcomb on our team. That has been a lot of fun. Logan feels like he has 2 moms in the store now.
Nice.
But it takes both of us to keep him in line sometimes.
That's probably a good thing. Yeah.
Yes. So we have a lot of really fun decorative items. Think sprucing up for graduation and Mother's Day. We've got things that can take care of both of those events for you. We've got cute flags, doormats, really cool metal flag or metal flower stakes. We have some in a 36-inch height and a 60-inch height. These just would look great in your flower bed or in your yard somewhere. Really fun little cute flower pots and pails, beautiful bird baths and bird feeders. And we just got in a new shipment of the Corinthian bells wind chimes. Those are the hand-tuned chimes that just they don't sound tinny. They have a really deep, beautiful tone. And we have those in different sizes and colors. So stop in. Those make good wedding gifts, too. They have the little Corinthians saying on there. And so those are good. I know Logan has talked a lot about the master-built smokers and the charcoal grills. Those have been going well. We have another order in for some more. We had the small one and the large one. Now he's getting a middle-sized one. I don't remember what number that is, but so those, we'll get some more of those in, but we do still have a grill and some smokers available now. And the can cookers, those are great for entertaining. There again, if you're having a group here for graduation and you're going to have the family and you have to do a meal for them, throw all that food in the can cooker, put it over the fire or even on the stove inside and dump it out, and you got a fun meal without much work.
Yeah, and you can cook up quite a bit depending on the size you
Right.
get. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, we have 3 different sizes of the can cookers, so you can even bake a cake in that. Did you know that?
That's what Logan told us.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Well,
Yeah.
it's kind of like steamed. There's a rack that you put in it, so you put some water in the bottom, and then a rack, and then you put your cake pan on the rack and close it up, and then the
Really?
heat and the steam will bake your cake.
You could probably do maybe biscuits in there then too, maybe.
I don't know. There might be a little too much moisture for that.
Yeah, too much.
Huh.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that's
Anyway.
real handy though, and tasty. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's fun. A crab boil.
See, Deb, folks, if you don't know, Deb not only likes to grow the food, she really, loves the cooking part of it. And you've done some, I guess, catering over the years and
Yes.
different things for people. So you got interest in both sides of it. What's your favorite potato? You mentioned all the different potatoes.
I like Yukon Golds.
Yukon Golds.
Yeah, those are my
Kind of
go-to.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And I love going to the garden and picking salad. You know, the spinach and arugula and the different greens. We have a spicy baby mix of seeds, and so you've got just kind of a whole variety. And some of those do have a little peppery kick to them. But it's just, I absolutely love just going to the garden. What are we going to have for dinner tonight? Oh, let's have this and this and this,
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
just pick
you know
it.
exactly where it came from, what you've grown it with. All
Right.
those questions, you don't need a label on it. You got it right there in your garden. So
That's exactly right. And I know last year, with the pandemic and everything, people that had never grown a garden before started gardening. And I hope that they figured out that it's not that hard and that the benefits were immeasurable.
yeah, I hope they did too. And folks out there maybe sometimes when they start get a little bit carried away and when you really only need, if you want to, just to have a corner of your yard with tomatoes in it or cucumbers or tomatoes. I mean, you don't have to have the whole thing.
Right.
As you go, I think you'll add things.
Right.
But jump in with both feet or do a little or start slow.
We've had this sign for years and years and years that says, "Don't plant more garden than your wife can care for."
Yeah.
Or that you want to weed, although I think there's things that you recommend to your customers to help that weed control.
Oh, yes. We've got preen, which is great to put down. And definitely always read the label on those things, because there's some things you can put down. You can put the preen down and use with seed. Some things transplant. And from experience many, many years ago, do not put preen next to your onions.
Oh, that doesn't work.
Doesn't fly. No, my onions were not growing. And it's like, well, what is going on? Well, I had put the preen too close to the onions, and that stunted their growth.
Huh.
So always read your labels.
The information is there if we take time to read it, right?
Yes. and whenever I'm out front and somebody buys preen, I try to say, hey, now make sure you don't put those by your onions or you'll be really disappointed.
Yeah. Well, the greenhouse will be opening up when the goods come in, and you think that's going to happen sometime this week. What's that Facebook site again so they can kind of stay in touch?
Just go to Facebook, type in Arrow Seed Retail.
Okay.
And I think maybe if you just type in Arrow Seed, you would get, both of those come up.
Yeah.
And you're absolutely welcome to go to the other, to the hunting side of things on Arrow Seed Facebook page, but Arrow Seed Retail.
Okay.
And I try to post pictures and reminders and some things like that. So, yeah, just visit us there. Visit us at arrowseed.com. Check on soil temperatures. Come in our front door and visit us in person. We'd love to see you.
And with Becky in there, you've added some things, and